All
What time you wake up today, Romo?
Like 10.
Interesting.
In the morning,
Yeah.
I woke up at like 5. And then I took a nap. I did like my daily routine that I've been having to read the Bible, draw, write, do a Sudoku,
All in nature.
see in nature. Shout out to nature. That's what we're going to talk about today.
Oh, yeah.
127?
127.
127? 27?
27.
So what is nature?
Nature. Well, I think of most of us thinking nature, you think of what that's outside, outdoors.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mother nature,
Yeah, trees,
animals.
bunnies calling around, birds chirping, you know what I'm saying?
Some places don't have that.
Crickets cricketing.
I know, Hawaii might not have snakes.
Whose phone is recording this?
Mine.
Oh, okay. I got confused. I'm like, is that you?
No, that's
What do you think about when you're hearing that? What do you think about nature? What do you
I think of actual nature. I don't think of like just being outside. I think more of like going to a park, going like where like there's abundance of trees. It's more like what I think of nature.
Let's see.
When you get that real nature where you're going like deep in like a national park, or you're going just like near the beaches if you're close to a beach or something, that'd be nice. It's that freshness, that fresh air that you get from it.
It's like another kind of nature, right?
Yeah, it's like a
You get
different
to
style.
experience.
Yeah.
That's why
What?
I was gonna say that's why people like to travel. Usually, I mean, I would hope. I guess a lot of times they go see the buildings and stuff, but it's cool to see that in different areas. There's like different kind. Like you go to Japan, there's like peak trees and stuff. I mean,
Hey, those cherry blossoms only grow for like 5 days out of the year.
oh, seriously?
Yeah, that wowed me too. I'm like, damn, it's only gonna look like this for like 3 or 4 days out of the year. Yep,
Interesting.
That's it.
What?
But the cherry blossoms, they only
Those
bloom.
famous.
They only bloom for 3 or 4 days out of the year.
But they also have those little tiny trees, bonsai trees. They're just like it's different parts of the world have different kinds of agriculture and leaves
Yeah.
and animals and birds and so do you think it's important? I mean, because we could live life without really touching nature anymore.
Yes.
We can live on the metaverse.
But look at how the people are.
How are they?
Look at how that turns you, man. That turns you. You forget about. Okay, well, for all intents and purposes, we live on a place called Earth, right?
Correct.
And so I'm pretty sure that one of the ways to create a connection with this Earth that we live on is by getting out there in the Earth. You know what I'm saying? With like what we said, the nature. Getting around the trees, getting around the mountains, getting around water. You know what I'm saying? Getting around outside. You know what I'm saying? And I think the people who just make a life out of staying indoors or doing anything they can to not be outside, they lose that connection that you had to Mother Earth, and it turns them into like damn near soulless people. You know what I'm saying? They're not worried about. In fact, they seem to make their lives revolve around being able to avoid being outside. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about that vitamin D. You know what I mean? They don't care.
Well, no, that can come in a bottle now.
They don't care about that real pure air. You know what I'm saying? That you get it, and then people walk around and talking about catching all these sinuses and all this and that. Well, it's because you don't breathe no real fucking air. You know what I'm saying? You don't breathe no air. Your skin's all pasty and delicate because it never sees no sun. You know what I'm saying?
Then they try to make us afraid of outside with like they say pollution and all this stuff, but I think
Well, we do that. We're the ones who fuck it up. They're the ones we should be afraid of one another. Yeah, bro. It's not like.
Well, I know, but I mean, it's gonna get polluted.
Yeah.
Right? You gotta go outside and enjoy it a bit because I don't think people will realize how much they miss it. Even the people that don't enjoy it, if it was just taken away,
I've always
it would
said
be like,
this.
oh my god, I don't
I've
realize how much I.
I've always said this: if you were thrown on another planet and you just woke up and you were there, it would take you about 30 seconds to realize I don't hear any birds. You know what I'm saying? Like you would immediately miss planet Earth.
The crickets.
If you didn't see a cloud, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You could be planet Earth, oh my god, you didn't see no trees. You'd be like, oh my, yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't know what you got till it's gone. You know what I'm saying?
Normally, you don't hear any birds. That's normally like a bad thing.
Yeah.
It's like something's about to happen.
Or you're like in the middle of the ocean. Or like a
It's
storm or
Jurassic
something.
Park.
I like how he knows.
What was it?
Jurassic Park thing.
Do it again.
No.
No.
We're gonna get copyright strikes. Copyright strike. Stop.
True that.
But anyways,
And I think it's important because we need it to
Didn't I
live.
say we had a bowl? Why are we smoking
Well, the
a?
ball's coming next.
Wow.
But we need it. We need water.
Air.
We need the leaves and the shit that produces the air, the trees.
Yeah.
We need the light to live. You know, all the things in nature we need it to survive.
we need these trees so we can have these papers so I can roll.
Well, that's why they should be using hemp
What?
for more
What?
stuff instead of cutting down trees.
What?
Doesn't matter either way.
Yeah. They also got the rice paper. That's cool. And the hemp and the, I don't know the other kind of paper. That cellulite paper, the clear one,
Celluloid?
maybe.
Cellulite? Isn't that what you would like?
Why you putting me?
No, because it's cellulite.
Yeah, I know it's cellulite. Yeah. If you lose or gain weight, you can get cellulite. Those tiger marks. Shout out to Cat Williams. But there's benefits, right? And it's not just
What are the benefits?
it's not just
Yeah,
cheek or it's not just.
They say nature is the best medicine. You know, a lot of times if you do feel like shit, just going outside sometimes will clear you right
You
up.
think
You know?
Right.
it can solve addiction?
A lot of times, yeah.
Or it can help.
Yeah, a lot of times you're stressed out. You know, sometimes take a walk out in Mother Nature, and it just makes things seem go right. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. I think being in four walls all the time could probably drive a person crazy. Too.
I do too. And you know, not everyone, right? This is not widely known, but walls with corners, you know what I'm saying? They're not supposed to be good for the mind. You know, you want rounded edges. You know what I'm saying? You want to live in round. That's better for the imagination. You know, and I think it has to do with how
To
you
have a
feel.
well-rounded imagination.
Oh God.
Hey, that's why the Vikings, their things were always kind of rounded,
Don't be a
and then
square.
castles,
Don't be a square.
they were kind of rounded.
Oh my god.
that's
Yeah. So you see? Yeah. And in nature, there are
Is
no,
that why our fingertips aren't pointed? They're rounded?
and in nature there are no corners like that. Nature is rounded.
I don't know, man. I found some really pointy sticks.
So I think
Then rise.
I think that nature is always is gonna it's good for the mind and good for the body. You know what I'm saying?
If like people, it's popular to meditate.
Man.
The best way to meditate, I think, is outside. Hopefully, it's not too hot or something, but
That's the problem here right now.
I
yeah.
feel like you can make a connection with the earth through nature.
Yeah, me too.
You know, make it through like trees and whatnot. You can be able to connect more deeply with it.
And you know, it's really interesting because there is a key to being able to get Mother Nature to you know to feel that magic. You just be appreciated. You know what I'm saying? Go walk around with some grass. Go fuck around with a tree. You know, touch that tree and don't ask for nothing. Just appreciate it. Say
Right.
thank you, tree, for being here, for existing. You know what I'm saying? Look up at the clouds and look up at the sky. You know what I'm saying? Be like, man, thank you, clouds, for existing. You see that sun? Thank you, sun, for shining bright. You know, lighting the way.
What I do, I like to thank God for making that stuff.
Yeah.
Thank God for making this tree, for the shade, and you know,
Yeah.
for the sun, and for the the breeze and the dew, and it's the crazy thing. Like there's certain trees you shake in water. It's amazing, man. There's so much to learn
Yeah.
and experience, and I think it makes people wiser and smarter, and therefore more successful.
Yeah, I've had many experiences. My most profound experiences in nature have been in Colorado, and yeah, a lot of times I was stressing out about something. You know, I just always go outside and just try to center myself, right? Try to balance myself through the chaos that's going through my head. And if you're able to, like Mother Nature wants to hold you and nurture you. You know what I'm saying? But we as humans, we're always in a hurry. You know what I'm saying? So we're always looking away. If you allow yourself, like I said, to stop and find your balance and all that chaos, just for a little bit, but you know, let Mother Nature hold you for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It'll do you good. You know what I mean?
And the mountains in Colorado got to be like these pillars of energy,
Yeah.
like sources of inspiration and shit.
It is. It's amazing. You know, it's hard to stay mad when everywhere you go, you see damn wallpaper pretty much. You know what I'm saying?
Painting.
It's really beautiful. You know, like one of the things that y'all know what the shit me and my wife go through right now, or whatever you don't call it, but she mentioned that she thinks that if we had made a trip to Colorado last September, it would have allowed her to maybe open up more and speak up then. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. You know what I'm saying? I guess for some people they need They need that before they feel able to
Like
open
a
up.
change of scene or something.
Yeah, and that's how it is. You know, just be honest. There's a lot of people like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you took them here somewhere where everything's chill, all of a sudden change. You know, it's like, why couldn't it be like this over there? You know, like they're too stuck in this mode.
Like I hate hearing those stories where like people are like in love with somebody and they go to Paris and then when they're over there, that's when they break up and it's like that's when they decided. Like,
That's
you know
the
what?
worst. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I guess you learn about somebody when you travel with them as well.
Yeah.
But then especially if you're like, oh, and then we gotta fly back together or we gotta go back on this boat together.
No, but I've been with somebody, bro. Like it was real talk. It was Tennessee, and we had rented a cabin like on top of a mountain. It was really beautiful. But come to find out, a couple of weeks before the trip, that one in my family, one of the people had been infidelity, and so because the trip had been paid for, they were gonna go, but it was gonna be like the last hurrah for them. You know, as a couple.
Right, goodbye.
So that was a weird being around that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Cause you could tell one of them is trying to hopefully see if they can keep the fire going. The other one's already like, nah, you fucked up.
It's done.
Yeah, we're just here because we already agreed to be here. Don't be trying to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That shit was cringe.
Y'all were witness of a crash.
Yeah, that shit was cringe.
That's crazy, man. And then you would think maybe the nature would help, but some things are just fool or fucked up beyond.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Some things just.
You don't think about it like that till it happens to you though, where it's like,
Right.
you know, it's like, oh, you know, I kind of understand what they were feeling. You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure. Well, yeah, when you said that Earth wants to hold you, it also wants to heal us. That's why there's so many like natural medicines.
For sure, man.
I mean, even the herb was like, you know, it was created, it's put there for a purpose.
I mean, yeah, everything they put in the medicines is it's supposed to be a bunch of plants and herbs, you know.
Right.
But they just now they got them and they make them in pill form or whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
They're like synthetic versions.
There you go.
Because the man has to be like, oh, I gotta make it. I gotta be.
Yeah, it's all bullshit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Let me copy nature.
Yeah.
And that's everything's like we're trying to copy nature in a lot of ways.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, I mean, nature's very, I mean, that's probably why we wanted to fly. Because we saw birds. That's why we wanted to fucking cross oceans because we saw whales and shit and fish. So, I mean, I think nature was necessary for us to evolve.
Yes. I mean, that's probably what nature is supposed to help us do. It's supposed to help us evolve as a population.
Right.
You know, but what happens when you get away from nature and you start abusing her? Yeah, look at us as the people right
Society
now.
starts to fuck up.
Yeah, because society we have now, where it's basically based upon people taking advantage of each other. You know what I'm saying? It's class warfare, so to speak, sometimes. And it's like I said, pillaging the earth for her resources, not sharing in the earth. It's just straight jacking,
Right.
raping Mother Earth, so to speak.
Right.
Yeah, look what happens. We get away from everything. We become these soulless, uncaring, compassionless people.
Almost robots.
Yeah, you know, because you've gotten as far away from the natural as can be. So you're unnatural. You become unnatural yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're in a way, you know, it's crazy. They will look at you. These people will look at you as someone who appreciates Mother Earth and goes out and meditates once a week, walks barefoot. They say, damn, you fucking hippie, what's wrong with you?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, you're weird.
Exactly.
Right.
You know, and that's how the world is. It's ass backwards. You know, it's made you who cares about evolving as a human, about appreciating where you live, about being kind to one another,
Right.
not about getting rich, not about taking advantage of other people. They look
Right.
at you like, what's wrong with you, dog? Why aren't you living like the rest of us? Because y'all are pieces of shit. Y'all are robots. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't even know it.
Yeah, like kids, right? Like, I mean, compassion is shown in Mother Nature. Like, you can watch, like I had this experience where there was a baby cardinal and he was trying to get back up to the nest, and the parents were like, and I had to leave so they could get him up there. I don't know how they did it, but when I was there, I was like, they didn't want to do it or whatever. I don't know. But seeing like the love, that natural motherly love and fatherly love, and it's almost a staple across all animals, right? And it's instinctual. And kids, we used to grow up, I mean, not us necessarily, because I had video games and TV, but kids back in the day, that was their entertainment. That was their Sylvester and fucking Tweety Bird and shit. They're watching the animals.
But I also would say that's exactly why, especially if we're looking back now, you understand, you see how people are more creative.
Right.
You know, in times past, people
Right, more greats were written and
Yes.
classics were sung, and
You know what I'm saying? More original thinkers came out.
Right.
You know, now all these kids are raised digitally, so they're smart, but they're smart in this way to where they kind of still don't understand. Like it's almost like they're
smart in the square, like the wall, the corners,
yeah
but they're not
yeah
out there.
yeah like for example. Like for example, we talked about how if we knew someone who was maybe 20 or younger and they wanted to write for Hollywood, like okay, we know that these guys are able to do that, right? They're talented, these young kids. But as far as if it came time to navigating that world of Hollywood, they would get taken advantage of real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They don't think right. Like they're almost like little programs themselves. You know, like little computer programs, so innocent, so naive. They didn't take any information. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's part of growing up. I think is breaking the program.
They've been raised by technology. You know what I'm saying? Like,
By the corners.
yes,
The corners are on the TV.
yes, that's what I'm
I just
saying.
realized, and the
Yes.
corners are on the fucking phone and the
You
tablet.
see, you limit. It's like this is made to limit your thinking. You know what I'm saying?
Like stay in this box.
Yeah, you think here. You think here. You can't think
Right.
over here. You know what I'm saying? Mother Nature has no limits. It's not a
Right.
screen.
It's
yeah.
a giant
Yeah.
circle or whatever. Whether it's flat or round, it's still a circle. Whatever people think it is. Yeah, the I think that's important. I learned that recently about barefoot in the dirt. So hopefully you can find people out there listening can find like some clean dirt that they're not used to, or that they don't have to worry about like dogs pissing and shit in it. So I think because it connect. I mean, we came from dirt, we go back to dirt. So I think there's something when you ground yourself. I don't know. It feels good to me when I step in the grass barefoot.
Your cats man shit.
They bury it though. Cats bury their shit, which is kind of cool. Not their piss though. Yeah, they smell it, and then they'll like cover it, and then they'll smell it again, and like, oh, it needs a little more covering. It's weird. Dogs don't give a fuck.
Piss and shit everywhere.
Yeah, but that's part of nature too, man. Dog, man's best friend. Save lives, save
Same thing
children.
like babies.
What? They're like babies, the dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're they might be smarter. 'Cause I'm sure there's been dogs. Dogs have saved human
Dogs
lives.
also like, cause they have it so easy. You know.
Yeah,
Think about how the average pet owner now treats their pets full of shit.
Oh yeah.
There are people who, man, and I get it. I definitely understand the whole concept of a man or a woman and their dog, you know, the love you have for your dog. I understand that. But still, it's like, wow, to me, still, you know.
I think there should be a balance. Like, don't have your dog fighting and living outside on a chain and shit.
I honestly don't like the fact that some people sleep with their dogs. I mean, these are things that lick themselves and they shed constantly. Like that's just.
I changed my mind about even wanting a dog because
people
of the smell.
who
and
kiss their
shit.
dogs too. Like,
Oh, the
that's
lip.
disgusting. That's disgusting. I
It
don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like.
But if you do that and you're a fan, you know,
I
still love you.
If I met someone.
Oh, can you imagine kissing a girl after her dog just kissed her? Because there's girls out there.
That's what I'm saying. I could not do it.
Have you done that? That's like a menage a trois.
This is why I can't. Yeah, I'm not a big. I can't meet a woman who's a dog owner. You know what I'm saying?
Or that
Yeah.
kisses their dog.
That does all that shit.
Yeah.
Sleeps with their dog. Like, my dad had to go with me. Like, oh, come on, baby girl. Like, I want to be. My skin's going dry. You know.
And then the dog will see you as a threat if you try to sleep with her or something. Like sleep in the same bed and
Yeah.
she's single and the dog's gonna be like, what the fuck is this bitch?
Yeah, you know. Like,
Or, yeah, this guy.
like,
I guess he could be a
like
bitch.
one of the reasons I've always said that I would never. Well, not never, but I would be hesitant to dating a woman with kids because I wouldn't want to have to make that woman one day divide up her love. You know what I'm saying? Between her kids and me. You know what I'm saying? I feel
Right.
bad. You know, I feel
Yeah.
like she. And then what if she felt bad? She's like, but I want to hang out with you, but you know my baby. I'd be like, damn. Well, you should definitely pick your baby over me, girl. You know what I'm
It
saying?
shouldn't even be a discussion.
Exactly. And I wouldn't
I learned
want to
even
ever have to make someone do that.
Right.
So that's why, like, nah, you know, if I met a chick, I'd rather meet a woman who, you know, no kids, or at least they're grown as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
That's part of nature, man. Love, attraction, being natural.
Remember that dance that bird was doing, bro? The nature dance.
Oh, yeah.
That shit was wild, man.
That's crazy how the males. My mom was talking about that too, because the peacocks and males.
That's like how when Romo puts on his white sweater, he comes out, all pops that collar. It's like,
Mm,
what's up, bitch? You know what I'm saying?
the girls are just like, oh,
Look at me in my tight white jacket and my tight pants and my package.
throw on some reggaeton and start dancing a little bit.
Bro, dude.
But the peacocks do that too. They're the ones, the
That's why they
guys.
call it peacocking.
Oh yeah, the
My
guys
niece
are the
keeps
ones.
trying to snatch that jacket too. She keeps wanting to take it. I'm like, hell no.
Who does?
My niece.
Nah, you won't better your niece than some ex that's gonna never give it
Right.
back.
At least you know your niece will take care of it.
You got me thinking about that, man. If some other motherfucker is wearing that jacket, bro, I'm gonna have to go and talk to her myself one day. Like,
How you know it's gonna be yours? Like if it's somebody.
I know my jacket. I know my clothes.
He's
Okay?
gonna be mad.
I
What if
know
you see,
my-
what if it's like at a thrift store one day and you see like a homeless guy wearing? You think, is that motherfucker?
Better him than that broad.
I feel you.
Put it like that.
At least they keep it warm.
Yes. This broad already she does not deserve that jacket.
What kind of jacket was it?
It was a pimpin' ass red, one of them like one of them baseball jackets that got real popular. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was red. And bro, it's rare. That's why it is so fly. You can't find one with that same colorway that looks so badass, perfect fit, perfect everything, bro. You could rock it with
I've had pieces of clothing like that.
you could rock it with anything and it just makes it look fire. You know what I'm saying? And I gave it to him. And he let this girl keep it. And now
But you
she's
know
like,
what?
What's up?
It's just a piece of clothing, man.
I don't know.
It's replaceable.
She doesn't deserve it.
You know why?
So was she.
Shit, yeah. Yeah, man, that's
She's more replaceable than that jacket. That jacket was one of one at the store. They had no more sizes. We can find plenty of women like her. We'll be alright.
you probably find one on eBay, right? Like real expensive or something. The jacket. Maybe.
Before eBay?
No, for the jacket, for the red
That's
jacket.
cool.
No, that's what is it called? What's for eBay?
OnlyFans?
No, yeah, that too. But there was one.
The black web? Oh,
The black.
Damn,
Dark
the
web?
Dark web. What are you talking about? You talking about Backpage?
No.
Pornhub?
No. The one that you can also buy stuff and meet people and buy a car. But you-
4chan?
No, go back. There's like an older one.
Amazon.
No, older than that.
What?
Where you-
Ask Jeeves.
No, it's not. It's not a. It was a website where you could buy
It's
cars.
on the dark web. I know what
It's
he's
not on
talking
the dark
about. You can
web.
buy drugs and shit.
No, I'm not talking about that.
Come on, you talk about buying females.
Because
here.
females, you could do that on.
Are you talking about Russian
What was it
brides.com?
called?
Yeah.
It was like Sam's or
people,
something.
people are gonna say them.
It was a name.
People are gonna want to know what you're talking about.
I
gotta
know,
figure
If I
it
can
out.
buy a female and a jacket there,
Cars. It's a list, some
Kids.
kind of list.
Craigslist.
Craigslist.
Oh my God! You
Craigslist.
might as well just say offer up or something. Man, he's so behind.
Bro!
I can't believe
You
we went through all
made
those
it
business
say-
for Craigslist.
Oh.
But he's right though. On Craigslist, you could find hookers.
That's what
Yeah,
I
you can.
heard.
He's
that-
right.
yeah.
You can.
He's right.
I don't know if you still can.
I bet you can. You gotta know what to type in.
Right. The right key codes and shit.
There was a Craigslist killer that was doing that.
Mm.
He was finding escorts on Craigslist.
See, that's
Fucking Jack the Ripper looking.
That's the
motherfucker.
opposite of nature. I think killing and death is like unnatural.
Even the same thing, right? That's
No, hunting is natural.
But you're gonna consume it. You're gonna. I think. Yeah. I guess death is a part of it, but it's
Yeah,
consuming.
I feel like Mother Nature has no problem, giving you human beings, us who are supposed to be, beings under God, created in the image of God, right? The Creator Himself. I don't think nature has a problem with us if we take an animal and we're gonna use every part of it
Right.
and respectfully kill it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna sit here and slaughter a fucking animal and just take its head and leave it there, just skin it right there and leave it there. You know?
Right. Dishonor.
Like you're gonna like that's why a lot of these tribes they wore necklaces and
their bones and stuff.
yeah
the teeth.
because that was their way of not wasting the animal. They used
In
the
honor
animal-
of it.
Yes, somehow. Yeah. You
It's
know?
also good armor, too.
It's like when you
Yeah.
it's like when you pray for your
Leather.
food, you're blessing your food. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're appreciating where it came from. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying. The same thing.
You could also use a lot of those bones for, like, structures, too.
Tools.
Mm-hmm.
But
Use every
the
bit of it.
best food is from nature too. The
Yeah.
unsynthetic.
Like I mean, I used to be one of those guys that used to take protein shakes, and I used to, drink, take a lot of synthetic shit, right? Synthetic vitamins, and but then I came to realize that I felt so much better when I was getting my vitamins just from my food, from natural food, right? Like chicken breast, turkey, rice, beans, you know what I'm saying? Breads, eggs, real shit, Not stuff that was made in the lab, not processed shit, not something that was protein packed with fake protein,
Right.
by the way. No, man, nah. I drink the real I eat real food and get real vitamins in it. I've always agreed that that's
Can you feel it?
yes, you do.
Yeah.
You feel it, bro, because it's like these people who I just said they're soulless because they've gone away from nature. Well, think about how someone who eats nothing but foods that are all lab based.
Right.
How do they start acting? You know, remember, you are what you eat. That's what they
Right.
say. So
Right.
if you eat a bunch of food that's completely fake and devoid of any real nature
Nutrients.
on the inside, you probably become a little dead. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, and like I said, I get it. Some of those protein shakes taste really fucking good. You know what I'm saying? Some of them shits, whatever. But at the same time, that's not natural.
In the
Those
end, it'll.
yeah, those protein bars, I get it. They're tasty sometimes, man, but they're not natural.
I love when it's chocolate in them.
Yeah.
So anything bad about nature that you don't like?
I
Mosquitoes?
mean, sometimes it gets fucking, the weather gets
Oh,
hard
the
to
weather.
handle, you know, but that's a human problem. We gotta deal with it, you know. We as humans have weather too. We have, we're happy, we're mad, we're sad.
Right. Inner weather,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
inner
Like,
forecast.
you know, like, yeah.
But when we were made in the image of the Creator, we're also given the intelligence. We have opposable thumbs, and we can create shelter,
Yes.
so it keeps us safe,
Protect
dry
ourselves from nature.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
when we need to. It's a beautiful thing. It's a
Because
coexistence.
even too much of a good thing is bad. Sun is good for you, but you don't want to be out there all fucking day and then fuck yourself up.
Turning to leather and get
Yes.
some kind of
Yes.
cancer. Or
You gotta be
something.
able to take care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Work
Yeah.
with Mother Nature. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because in the Bible it talks about shade and stuff. Like nobody's really supposed to be like just in the fucking sun all fucking day. Like,
That's why trees were made.
Yeah.
You know, that's why, so we can shade ourselves.
right. And tall people.
That's right. Get behind the motherfuckers.
Hell yeah. Nature.
Is that at 20 minutes?
That's 26, baby.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Go on there.
Peace.
Yeah, yeah.